Okay, Vicki, you may start.
Okay. All right. I'll call the meeting of the McHenry County Zoning Board of Appeals to order. A lot of this has been started already last week. We have read the legals and so on and so forth, but we'll start with I'll read the petition information. This is petition Z25-0050. PIN number is 07-36-100-013. It's 704 North Rose Farm Road in Woodstock. The applicants are Ryan and Michaeline Nikolic. Okay. And this is to reclassify the property from an A1 agricultural district to an E2 estate district. And it's 2.3, I think that's supposed to be acres. The 2.3 acre subject property is located on the east side of North Rose Farm, approximately 690 feet south of US 14 in Heartland Township. Okay, we'll start with the board introductions, and we'll start on my left.
Robert Kozin, Algonquin Township.
Charlie Eldridge, Richmond Township.
I'm Vicki Gartner from Nunda Township.
Kurt Schnabel from Raleigh Township.
Bill Kernick, Grafton Township.
Jessica Beverly, Door Township.
Thank you. We are short 2 people today. We do have 2 people who read the beginning of this hearing last week because they were not there. This is summer. People are leaving all the time.
You don't say.
So we do our best. But because we only have 5 members today.
6.
Yes.
6 members. Oh, God, I always forget myself. Okay, there are 6 of us. You are entitled to 7 before we vote. Just wanted to let you know that. You can continue until we have a full 7 board. We might want to close that door, huh?
Yeah.
It's a public hearing, so we need to allow people access, so just close it a little bit.
Oh, I didn't say lock it. I'm just.
Thank you. You bet.
Where were we? There's, you can continue, if you wish, to another date where there will be 7 board members available. So that will be up to you when that time comes. So have they been sworn in or no?
Nope, not yet.
No, not yet. Okay. All right. At this point, I'll just explain briefly what we're going to do, and then I'll swear you in, and we'll go on from there. So we're just going to start with, like I said, the swearing in. Then we'll have the testimony from you. You just tell us what you want to do and why you want to do it. And then we'll ask questions if we have any. And then the staff will ask any questions if she has any. And then if there's any public, which there are not.
Yes,
You're the public?
I'm the home adjacent public.
Okay.
So-
Thank you for pointing that out. I will forget that because you're sitting at the table with everybody.
Well, I can move.
No, don't do that. Just remind me, that's all. Let's see, okay, and then we'll have questions from the public. And then we will have comments from the public, if there are any, for or against. And from there on, we'll close that portion of the hearing. We'll go on to voting if you choose to do that. Okay? All right, so do you swear to, please raise your right hands. Yeah.
You too.
Yes, everybody, except us. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth in your testimony today?
I do.
Thank you. Okay. Now, there is a petition for this hearing. Do you waive the reading of that petition?
We do.
Thank you. And then, if you could introduce yourselves, except you're public, you don't have to give your name yet. If you could introduce yourselves and just go into your explanation of what you'd like to do.
Thank you. My name is Doreen Pollock. I'm an attorney here in Woodstock, and with me are my clients, the petitioners, Michelina and Ryan Nikolic. The petition that we are presenting to this board today is a petition for zoning reclassification, a map amendment to seek the change of the zoning of the property from A1 agricultural to E2 estate use. The parcel that we are seeking to the zoning reclassification for is part of a larger parcel. Specifically, it is a 2.3 acre parcel that is part of a 6 acre overall parcel. The portion specifically that this petition relates to is that portion which has a residence on it and has had a residence on it for quite some time. My clients did purchase this property in February of this year. Prior to their purchase, the home itself that is on the property had been vacant for, as far as they know, at least a period of about 10 years. I said at least. And their intentions in regard to the use of the property is they're planning on renovating the home itself, occupying it as their primary residence, and continuing the use as a residence of the subject parcel with an agricultural use on the, what we refer to as the barn parcel, which is the remaining 3.7 acres of the property.
Does your client own the remaining portion of the parcel?
Yes, they own the entire 6 acre parcel.
Thank you.
They're looking toward the future, and the reason for the zoning reclassification is to continue the use as a residential use for the home, but then to also have the ability to potentially sell the property at some point in the future. So we're looking at this as E2 reclassification, but it's also very similar in certain manners to an A2 reclassification in that regard. The property itself, as I mentioned, is currently zoned A1. There is A1 zoning to the south, east, and north of the property. However, across the street, across Rose Farm Road, is E2 zoning. That is it's Rose Farm Estates, am I saying the name subdivision? Rose Farm Estate subdivision, and those parcels are all E2. So it's our position that the zoning reclassification is appropriate given the E2 zoning in the immediate area. Also of note is the fact that the location of the property is also within close proximity to the city of Woodstock. As noted in the staff report, it's approximately 0.1 miles from one of the boundary lines for the city. I'd like to just go ahead and address the approval standards for the map amendment and why it's appropriate, and then if any of the board members have any questions, my clients are available to answer them.
They were included in our packet, so if you'd like to just have those into the record as they stand written, but if you want to talk about them,
I
go ahead.
just touch briefly on them as well.
Okay.
First of all, is the compatibility of the proposed zoning with the existing use and zoning of nearby property, as indicated in my comments just now. It is a continued residential use that is compatible with the E2 zoning located immediately to the west of the property. The extent to which property values of the subject property are diminished by the existing zoning, as I've indicated, my clients do intend to renovate the property, a property that has been vacant for in excess of 10 years. So we don't see there being any change in value for the rezoning in and of itself, but a potential increase in property values in the immediate area by virtue of the improvement of the property and the rezoning. The extent to which the public health, safety, and welfare of the public are promoted by the existing zoning. The existing zoning does allow for the residential use of the property. There will continue to be residential use, but the rezoning also puts it more in line with, as I'll comment on momentarily, the longer-term comprehensive land use as proposed of simply being residential, or without the agricultural designation. The relative gain to the public as compared to the hardship imposed on the applicant if the proposed zoning is denied. There is no gain to the public if the zoning is denied. In fact, as mentioned, it's been sitting vacant as A1. The rezoning would, in fact, in our opinion, be improvement, and there would be a gain to the public if the zoning is, in fact, approved. The suitability of the property for purposes for which it is presently zoned, as noted in the staff report, is properly suited for single-family residence with the existing residence, and there is no current agricultural use on the parcel that we are seeking rezoning of. The length of time the property has been vacant as zoned considered in the context of land development in the vicinity of the subject property. As noted, the home has been vacant for a period of in excess of 10 years, and we believe the rezoning would be helpful to address that issue and to allow for continued residential use. As far as the community need for the proposed use, it does promote the development that is compact and contiguous to the local municipality, the city of Woodstock. It does preserve an array of housing lots and sizes and allows for continued use as residential while also maintaining the agricultural use of the barn parcel as we're referring to it. And the consistency of the proposed amendment with the adopted comprehensive plan and the appropriateness of the comprehensive plan to the subject property. As stated in the staff report, it is consistent with the comprehensive plan designation as a residential land use. And that's it for my commentary, and if anyone has any questions, I open it up both for my clients as well as to myself.
Okay, and can you introduce yourselves, please?
Micheline Nikolic.
Ryan Nikolic.
Okay, thank you. And I said Michaeline, I'm sorry.
It's okay. My whole life it's not a big deal.
All right. My only question is the property in question for the petition, is that a separate PIN number?
It is one PIN number for the entire 6-acre parcel.
Okay, so that'll be part of that PIN number.
Correct.
Okay, understood. Okay, we'll start with questions from Bob.
Oh, thank you. What attracted you to the property?
So we currently live in the neighborhood right across the street, and it's got a beautiful 40-foot pool in the backyard, and it's been an eyesore to watch the grass grow, about knee-deep or more, leaving my subdivision every day. So it was kind of a diamond in the rough, and we thought there was an opportunity there to improve the house and potentially, build something amazing or put something there amazing.
I have no further questions. Thank you.
Charlie?
Yeah, just to follow up on what Vicki asked, it is not your intention then to subdivide the property at this point?
No, our intention is to subdivide it so that it's just there's a 2.3 acre where the house
Yeah,
resides.
but at this point, that's a zoning separation, not a separate legal parcel. Are you going to make it a separate legal parcel?
I believe I'd like to make that a separate legal parcel so that it is something we could sell in the future.
But that is not something that we're seeking as part of this petition.
Yes. Okay, that's fine.
Everything looks pretty self-explanatory. I don't have any questions at this time.
Okay, Kurt?
Just a quick question. What's going on with what you call as the barn parcel? Is that being used at all?
That's not, there's no change in that zoning request.
I understand that, but I was just curious as to what is currently going on with is the barn parcel being used at all in farming or anything?
Not in farming, no, sir. Right now, I've got a cousin in there who's got some RVs out front, and that's about it. And I said, until we figure out what we're doing here, you can use it.
So currently no plans to lease it or anything?
No, sir.
Okay, I have nothing further.
I have no questions.
Okay. All right, and I already asked my questions, so I guess we're done. Does staff have any questions?
No questions at this time.
Okay, and can you give us your report, Nelson?
Sure.
Okay.
Actually, when I ask the public if they have
Oh,
any
that's right,
questions.
there's public. See, I told you.
Can I walk up there?
Sure.
Yes,
So introduce yourself, please.
just give us your name and
Nick
your address.
Olandisi.
I'm sorry, what?
Nick Olandisi.
Okay, and your
And I
address.
live at 612 North Rose Farm, which is this house right here.
Okay, all right, thank you.
So they want to cut this out from this.
Uh-huh.
And there's only one reason to do that, to get a second PIN number. My concern
Wait, we're not talking concerns, we're doing questions.
Okay.
Only questions.
Oh, I can only ask questions?
Yeah, you'll have a chance.
Yeah, you'll have a chance to make a comment later.
To comment on, your opinion on what they're doing.
Well, my question is do you intend on making this 2 separate PIN numbers?
I think you already answered
I
that. You
did.
want to repeat your answer?
Yes,
Okay.
I do plan.
Why would you want 2 separate PIN numbers? Like, what's the reason for it?
I would want that so that if one day I decide to sell the house, I can do so.
So you can sell this separately from this?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's my entire issue with it.
Okay.
And I do have comments on that.
And I'll get back to you.
Okay.
Okay. Where were we? Okay, staff report.
Staff report, okay. For the record, my name is Anna Kurtzman. I'm a senior planner for McHenry County. As we have noted, the applicant is asking for a rezoning of a part of a parcel that's currently zoned A1. They want the subject property to be rezoned to E2. As the attorney had indicated, the surrounding property is to the north, to the east, and to the south is currently zoned A1. Across the street to the west is currently zoned E2. The area is largely a mixture of agricultural and residential uses. Physically adjacent to the property is residential to the south. There's some agricultural to the north. And there's a open area for the HOA, to the subdivision to the west, and some vacant lots also to the west there. Future land use map has this designated as a residential area, so the intent is that it would be some of your smaller lots that could be eventually created in this area. Staff has reviewed the application and found that it meets the minimum requirements for an E2 district, and staff has no objection to this request.
Thank you. Anybody have a question for Anna?
No,
Okay, now,
Now I can do my
Now.
comments. I'm going to leave that up there.
please
Okay.
repeat your name and your address.
Nick Olandisi, 612 North Rose Farm. This is all E2. I could have moved over here if I wanted to live next to people 2 acres apart. This is all the way to Shannonwood Drive, and these homes back here, all A1. That house being next door empty was a godsend for me. Being autistic, I don't want people around. So this is my fear. Can I just say my fear? They're gonna bust this up into 2 pins. He may sell this house, great, but now he can sell this property separately. Well, looking up the codes with my attorney, there is no way to build a house here. You would have to literally obliterate that barn so you had access. So how could you sell that? Who's gonna buy that? You can't live there. You cannot run a business there, an A1, I know. Now, this is where the fear comes in. Directly adjacent is commercial. This has already happened to us, where they go in for a hearing, they switch it, and the commercial is encroaching. So if this house gets sold right here, how is that gonna stay A1 forever? You can't do anything with this shape. So someone's gonna come along and say, I know the company right here, now there's access, let's make this commercial. Like, that's my fear. I already have this building that was built, they conned me, but I built an outbuilding in the back, so I didn't complain. This outbuilding is made of clear panels, lit up 24/7, so at night, my backyard is bright, and they'll tell you if they've been there at night. And that's my fear, more of that type of stuff happening in the future. So to me, this should never be more than 1 PIN number. All these homes are 1 PIN number. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, this one, until you hit Shannonwood. This whole area here is all A1. E2 doesn't belong there. It's out of place. This is my buffer from commercial and Route 14, so I can have my beautiful property. I mean, that's just where I'm at. That all being said, I'm not gonna, I'm just gonna walk away from it and let them do it, because I'm moving. I mean, seriously, I am so concerned about this, I'm gonna move. We live in the Saddlebrook Estates, you're probably aware where that is, have 2-acre lots, I moved from there because I want the 4-acre buffer.
Okay, thank you.
And I know I'm getting excited, but
Yeah,
with the
please don't.
past, me being there 16 years, like, and the commercial coming closer and closer, and they're very nice people, they're very nice to me. He says, I love that shop, I'm gonna be in that shop,
Okay,
and
I
I
think your
believe
time
it.
is up now, but thank
Okay.
you very much for your opinion. We do value everyone's opinion here. But I also want to make it clear that people are entitled to do with their property legally.
But they're gonna
what
make
they-
money, and this is my life, like, I don't care about the money, I only care about my
Sir.
happiness.
Sir.
I
Okay, enough.
mean, we all should do that then.
Okay, do you have a closing statement?
Very briefly, as indicated both in my commentary and in answer to the board's questions, and also as indicated in the staff report and also by the staff's commentary, all of the requirements for a zoning reclassification from A1 to E2 have been met. It does meet all bulk and setback requirements for the property, and it is an appropriate use in accordance with the comprehensive plan and future land use as of record. And by virtue of the fact that all necessary requirements for the rezoning of this parcel have been met, I believe it is appropriate for the board to approve the zoning reclassification request. To briefly comment on Mr. Olandisi's remarks, with all due respect, a division of the property is not sought, nor does it require this board's approval. And the remainder of the property that is going to remain A1 is going to be a continued agricultural use unless and until such time there is some petition brought before this board, if ever, for a change in that. And so certainly those comments can be addressed at that time.
Thank you. This is the time where I will close the hearing portion of the testimony portion of the hearing, and we'll move on to the voting portion. This is your chance to say, I want to continue, or we can go ahead and vote.
Yes.
We'll proceed to vote. Thank you.
Okay, then I will open the voting portion of the hearing. The purpose of the vote, once again, is glasses. It's application Z7250050. It's 704 North Rose Farm Road in Woodstock, and it's to reclassify an A1 agricultural district to an E2 estate district.
Madam Chairman, I move approval of the petition.
Is there a second?
I'll second.
Okay. Okay, discussion, Mr. Eldridge?
Yes, this is a 2.3 acre zoning lot out of a roughly 6-acre parcel on Rose Farm Road. It is an area characterized by residential uses, estate uses, and some fairly large, some across the street in particular, a subdivision of E2. I believe that all the standards have been met, and I'm going to support the petition and have no objections. At this time, it is not a separation into two legal parcels. I would note, just to caution the petitioners, that the remaining parcel, if they do subdivide it, is not buildable under current standards. And quite frankly, I would be opposed to rezoning it so it would become buildable. And I don't like the sort of semi-flagella lot configuration, and I am cautious about them backing into what otherwise would be a lengthier process in creating a subdivision. No. Whether I'd be on the board at that time or not, who the heck knows. But as to the 2.3 acres that they're seeking to rezone, I think that they have foursquare met all of the requirements, and I support the petition.
Thank you. Bob?
Do you want to
Jess?
just
Second.
second?
Okay, that's
I usually go in order, but.
No, I agree with everything that Charlie said. I do think there is a need for these smaller flag lot A1s simply because there are a number of young people who are interested in purchasing A1 and farming and living the rural lifestyle, but not necessarily able to afford a larger 6-acre parcel with a pool and a giant house. So I think that this case is probably one of those where you could find somebody interested in buying it and farming it. And I do agree with Charlie that this meets the standards for the map amendment and it's consistent with the 2030 and beyond comprehensive plan. Thank you.
Bob?
I am awake, Madam Chairman. The information that we've been presented is the information, as my colleagues have said, fulfill the standards for it. It also is that we react to what is generally referred to as the trend of development. And for the last 16 years, the trend of development has indicated that no other unusual or unexpected activity has occurred in this location in the pattern of development. And while we can spend time going through a long parade of horribles at this situation, all of them bring them back to this building, at which time facts again will have to be considered in terms of any action taken. And for that reason, I'm fully supportive of this petition.
Thank you. Kurt?
Yeah, I have to agree with most of what's been said here so far. It would be nice to see the house not sit vacant for 10 more years. If this is what we need to do, I think that alone kind of puts me over the edge on that possibility. May I just ask you one question?
Of course.
You live across the street, basically.
Basically.
You're going to have a nice time renovating this place because you're so close. You can keep a close eye on the contractors. Is it your intention down the road to move in yourself, possibly?
I gotta convince the wife.
And we got our nice neighbors.
Yeah, you got nice, we do have nice neighbors.
Thanks
Because
for
they're-
answering that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
So I'll move on to the next member.
I have nothing to add to everything that's been so eloquently stated by my colleagues.
Thank you. I agree with what's been said. I know it's difficult when something comes into your view, not necessarily your property, but your view, and it's not something that you want, but that is the way of the world, and certainly there's
No,
nothing.
no, I'm happy for him. I just came here to do what my wife told me to do.
Okay. So in any case, I also agree with what's been said. So I will call for the vote. Mr. Eldridge?
Yes.
Mr. Cozen?
Yes.
Mr. Schnabel?
Yes.
Ms. Beverly?
Yes.
Mr. Koenig?
Yes.
And I will vote yes. So this will go to, oh, I have to put me in there. This will go to the county board next month, correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, this will go on the county board agenda next month for final approval. We are just a recommending board. We recommend that it be approved. It's up to them to approve or not.
Great.